Namaste, good evening. Hope you're able to join today, as this is the last class of the year 2020. Let's wait a minute until the others join. Yeah. Thank you all for joining. So sorry for a little late. Sit comfortably, palms in Anjali Mudra. Let's begin with a prayer. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale. On your exhale, chant the mantra Om a few times. Continue to inhale and exhale. On your exhale, keep chanting the mantra Om. One more time. Vande Gurunam Charanarvinde Sandarshita Swatma Sukhavabodhe Nishreshe Jangalikaya Mane Samsara Halahala Moha Shante Abahu Purushakaram Shankha Chakrasidarinam Sahasrasirsham Svetam Pranamami Patanjalim. Slowly open your eyes. As you slowly inhale, bring your both arms up, reach up. As you drop your head back, open your throat. Exhale, slowly drop your hands down. And chin towards your chest on your exhales. Inhales all the way up. Look towards the ceiling, open your throat. Deep inhale. Exhale. Chin towards your chest on your exhale, almost like a chin lock or a throat lock on your after the exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So slowly as we warm up, slowly bring your left arm up to the ceiling. Place your left hand on your right knee. Lift your right arm up. Keep the spine straight and elongated. Support your spine straight with your right hand fingertips behind your back. You can even keep the entire palm on the mat if that's more comfortable, but there's no weight on your hand. Just keep elongating on your inhales. On your exhales, deepen the twist. Turn your head back and relax your right shoulder. Do not lift the shoulders up. Relax your shoulders, no weight on the hand behind. Just deepen the twist. As you notice, your twisting comes from the base of the spine towards the crown of the head, not just the shoulders twisting, just the deep twist from the base of the spine all the way up to the crown of the head. Turn your head, look through the right corners of the eye, and feel the stretch on your left side of the neck muscles. And slowly come back to neutral. Reach up, inhale. Place your right hand on your left knee. With support of your right hand and your left knee, just slowly support your spine straight with your left hand behind your back. You can keep the entire palm on the mat or just the fingertips on the mat, but there's no weight on your hand. You just keep straightening up your spine and on your inhale, elongate the spine. On your exhale, deepen the twist. Turn your head back, look through the left corners of the eye. Feel the stretch on your right side of the neck muscles. And relax your shoulder muscles. And you notice the twist is coming from the root chakra towards the crown chakra, from the base of the spine towards the crown of the head. It's just not the upper body twist, completely deep twist. Go back to the center again, one more time. Inhale, reach up, bring your arms up, reach up, all the way up. On your exhale, you can lean forward, fold forward. As you keep the spine straight and elongated. For some of us, like me, if you have a tight lower back, this is bringing the forehead down while you're sitting in cross-legged or half lotus or lotus. It's very hard. It takes years of practice to keep the spine straight and bring the forehead towards the ground. So even if your forehead doesn't touch the ground, do not get discouraged. Keep the spine straight and elongated. If necessary, change your sitting stance from cross-legged to Japanese style, like sitting in Vajrasana. This way it's a little bit more easier, so you can sit between your heels, keep the knees separated, bring your arms up, reach up as you slowly fold forward. As you bring the forehead down, walk your hands forward. So see what makes sense to you. So bring the forehead down, keep the straight spine elongated from the root chakra towards the crown chakra. As you bring your hips down between your heels, slowly inhaling, exhaling. Opening up the energy channels, energy chakras, with the deep inhales and the deep exhales. Connect with the root chakra, awakening the Kundalini Shakti slowly, the spiritual dormant energy, staying grounded, connected with the earth. On your exhale, chant the Bij mantra, Lam, L-A-M, Lam. Lam. Slowly, second time on your exhale, you can chant multiple times on the long exhale. Take a deep inhale to the root chakra. On your exhale, Lam, 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 Lam. Now this time, bring your awareness to the second energy chakra along the spine. Swadhisthana chakra, close to genital organs, couple of inches below the belly. As you stay connected with the sacral chakras, connected with the water element, inhaling, exhaling, chant the mantra VAM, V-A-M, on your exhale. VAM.
Inhale again to the sacral chakra. Exhaling, chant multiple times on the long exhale. Wam, 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 wam. So notice when you chant multiple times on the long exhale, you gradually bringing the belly in, sucking the belly in, further in and further in every time you chant until there's no more air to exhale. Now bring your awareness to the core chakra, near the navel, the Manipura chakra, the fire, the Agni, that's the inner fire that you're connecting with, and this vital living force, and this prana, this is the chakra we focus on during the asanas practice a lot. That this chakra, slow, deep inhale. On your exhale, chant the mantra Ram, R-A-M, Ram, Ram. Second time, inhale. On your exhale, chant multiple times Ram, 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 Ram. Now bring your awareness to the heart center, fourth energy chakra, as you connect with the wind, the fourth element, the earth, the water, the fire, and now the wind. As you feel as light as wind, as you connect with the heart center, open your lungs, open your heart. On your inhale, feel the green shining diamond inside the heart lotus. And as you exhale, on your exhale, chant the mantra Yam, Y-A-M. Yam. Second time. Yum, 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 yum. Now bring your awareness to the throat center, fifth energy chakra. As we inhale through the throat, exhaling through the throat center, Ujjayi breathing. You can chant the Bij mantra Hum, H-A-M, as you connect with the space, the inner and the outer space. Inhaling through the throat, exhaling through the throat, chanting Bij mantra Hum. Hum. Second time. Hum, hum, hum. Now bring your awareness to the sixth energy chakra on the forehead, third eye, spiritual eye, and this represents the like the window into inner self. Like sometimes you may see the inner light of this chakra once you remove the ignorance, illusions, delusions that separates you, like removing the curtain, allowing the light pass through. Focus on this center, inhaling, exhaling, chant the mantra Om, A-U-M. Now bring your awareness to the sixth energy, seventh energy chakra, final energy chakra on the crown of the head, Sahasrara chakra, thousand petal lotus. And here you feel union of body, mind, and spirit, oneness with the whole cosmos, oneness with the universe. And at this chakra, you can chant the mantra, third syllable in the mantra Om, like a humming bee sound. Feel the vibration on your crown of the chakra. Inhale one more time and exhaling. So notice your entire, all the energy, three energy channels along the spine are opening up. Notice you're connecting with all the seven energy chakras, starting with the root chakra, all the way up to the crown of the head. 7 energy chakras. As you focus intensely, slowly walk your hands to the right. Feel the stretch on your left side. Your head is squeezed between your both arms. Upper body arching to the sideways. You're still sitting between your heels. And walk your hands to the middle. And walk your hands to the opposite side. Feel the stretch on your right side of your spine. The Ida and the Pingala, the left and the right energy channels. The center one is the Sushumna channel. And now we are opening up the right energy channel. Slow deep inhales, slow deep exhales. While you're sitting on both between your heels, do not lift your sit bones up. Slowly walk your hands to the center and slowly walk your hands back as you sit straight.
Hopefully you had a nice day. We had a snow in Chicago. Um, some of us had to clear the driveways. Some of us had to clear the snow and the ice. And this is the day, time to say hello to your neighbors. If they needed the help, give them a hand. So this is the time as we end the year 2020. What a difficult year we had passed through. We had faced this year, hoping to count down to January 1st and the new year with a new beginning. So hopefully, very soon, maybe after we get some vaccinations, we may be able to see and practice in person at the temple. So anyway, this is the last class for the year. Thank you all for joining. And with that, set the intention for the practice for today, and then let's begin with the practice. So some of the teachings that we learned in the previous classes that I taught, last few classes, I was teaching from starting at the Sutra 1 in second chapter of Sage Patanjali Yoga Sutras. And then we moved on to several other, we're not following in one particular order, but as it suits. So remember, if you remember the first sutra and the second chapter, where he defines the Kriya Yoga, which he defines it as tapas, swadhyaya, and then Ishvara Prana. So that is what he defines as Kriya Yoga, tapas, with which intensity with which you practice, and then the self-study, right? This swadhyaya, self-study, meaning just this, not just this studying the scriptures, studying yourself, studying, observing what you're going through in this difficult year. So that is the self-study, and finally the Ishvara Pranidhana is a devotion to the highest power, higher power, or higher God, the God. So those are the three things. When you incorporate those in your practice, it becomes the Kriya Yoga. But if you think about it, all of those three are part of the niyamas in Ashtanga Yoga. There are 5 niyamas. So in addition to those three, Sage Patanjali added 2 more as niyamas. He added Saucha and Santosha, which is purity in our heart, and then the cleanliness in our mind, and then finally the Santosha, contentment. So those 5 becomes the niyamas, the 5 niyamas that we all need to practice as yogis. And the Kriya Yoga is part of those niyamas. And then when you define, once you define yamas, and once you understand these yamas and niyamas, that's when we practice more with more clear mind into asanas. The rest of the limbs of Ashtanga Yoga. But today what I wanted to cover is going from the second chapter to the first chapter of Sage Patanjali, where he defines, I know we all understand what the tapas means, what the swadhyaya means, self-study means, but today let's look at what Ishvara Pranidhana means, that he defines in chapter 1. He defines, around Sutra 21 or 22, he defines what is Ishvara Pranidhana, what is devotion to God. The Ishvara, what is Ishvara? He defines what is Ishvara in that sutra. Ishvara is the divine consciousness. Ishvara is the one is beyond ignorance. The Ishvara is the one that is untouched by the ignorance, untouched. And that is the one that is like the teacher of all the earliest teachers. Ishvara is the infinite knowledge. In him is the infinite knowledge. the way to express the Ishvara is by the word Om. So those are the few things. And by concentrating on the Ishvara, the devotion to God, then you would achieve the calmness, concentration in your practice, the focus in your practice. And there are several ways of achieving the concentration. Right? We touched upon one last time in the last class. We touched upon where it defines how you can apply this in your daily lives, in your daily living. How you can see there are four types of people he defines, like happy, unhappy, meritorious, and the wicked. There are four types of people. How you deal with them: being friendly with the happy, being compassionate with the unhappy, and then also taking delight and pride in meritorious. And then finally, for the towards the wicked, you would be the indifferent. So this is how you deal with these four types of people. So these four types of people, not necessarily external to you. Sometimes these four types of personalities may be within us. You can deal with your own inner personalities in the same way. Being friendly when you're happy, when you're unhappy or sad, being compassionate to yourself. When you think you're worthy of yourself, take delight and pride in yourself. And when you think you are maybe out of, maybe you think you're unworthy sometimes, and that is the time that you just want to ignore that. That's kind of a negativity that you want to ignore. So this is how you deal with your own inner personalities as well. So it is applicable, not just dealing with external types of people. It's also helpful how you can deal with your own inner personalities. And then he defines there are various ways of achieving concentration. This is just one of the methods of achieving concentration. The other method of achieving concentration is practicing through pranayama. Pranayama, external retention of the breath, internal retention of the breath. So that's Bahya Kumbhaka, Antar Kumbhaka. The practice in the pranayama is one way to focus and one way to achieve the concentration. And the next way is meditation, obviously. So when you meditate upon a one single pointed focus with one single pointed object, then you will achieve concentration as well. So that is the highest level of meditation. So finally, when you achieve concentration in multiple different ways, there are several ways of achieving the concentration. But finally, but the yogi, in Sutra number 40, he defines as a yogi, you should be able to practice, you should be able to focus on a microcosmic, atomic, a minute atomic particle, or you should be able to focus on a macrocosmic and the infinite nature and the universal infinite nature as well. So there's no limit on what you can meditate upon, what you cannot meditate upon. You can meditate upon, or you can concentrate on a very minute particle like an atomic particle, and then also an infinite substance. So there's no limit. So by achieving that, then only you would know, when you concentrate, when you learn to concentrate, then you would achieve, understand the nature of the object, the nature of the Prakriti, the consciousness and the Prakriti, they become one and the one. That's when you achieve the Samadhi. So that's where we end today. So there's several ideas it teaches from concentration, dharana, dhyana, and then finally samadhi. When you reach the highest level of meditation, when you become one with the object, the very object that you're focusing on, there's no difference, there's no distinction between you and the nature. That's when you achieve the samadhi. So those are few ideas that Sage Patanjali teaches. Let's see what you can apply today. So one thing you notice is when you focus or when you meditate, sometimes you feel undisturbed. Sometimes you feel disturbed. Sometimes you feel all kinds of distractions in your mind when you meditate upon it. But before you start meditating, you may not be observing these distractions. You may not be observing that you may think you're peaceful, but you're just not paying attention to them, all these distractions. But when you meditate upon it, then you actually realize how many distractions we go through in the meditation, how hard it is to meditate. It is really, really difficult because that's when you observe all these sorts of distractions. How many things are distracting you? How many things are causing you disturbances in your mental consciousness? This is like how you do the spring cleaning or house cleaning. When you until you start house cleaning, you would not know how much clutter you have in your house. Unless and until you meditate upon yourself, then you would not know how many undisturbed thoughts are in your mind. So that's when you feel the disturbances, because that's when you're trying to clean up your house, trying to clean up your own consciousness. That's why it's not that you did not have these distractions before you house clean or cleaning up or before you meditate. It's not that you don't have clutter if you don't do house cleaning. It is there, you just don't pay attention to it. But when you meditate upon it, you try to focus and you take a tiny little step, so doing and do house cleaning, and then you do meditate. It takes a lot of practice, a lot of. It doesn't happen overnight. We go from tamasic nature to the sattvic nature, but we had to go through this active rajasic nature. That is the only way. That is the only bridge we have. We cannot jump from tamasic nature to sattvic nature without just not doing anything. We have to do active meditation. That meditation is going through the bridge, going through that rajasic nature. Even though it is hard, that is only way to reach to achieve the other end. Okay, so with those things in mind, and see how you can focus on your practice, how you can declutter your mind, how you can cleanse your thoughts in your spirit, in your energy, as we end this year, difficult year, as we begin the new year. See how we can start with a fresh new energy, fresh new focus in the starting from 2021. Okay, let's all stand up and do some sun salutations and begin. So come to the front of the mat. We start with some salutations, maybe kind of like the moon salutations or delegations. Palms in Anjali Mudra. Reach up, inhale, ekam. Deepen the back bend, open your heart, open your throat. Exhale, swan dive. Feel free to bend your knees, just on your thighs. Breathe. Engage your sacrum. Trini Ardha Uttanasana, half forward bend. Feel the spine is completely elongated from the base of the spine to the crown of the head, including your neck. Exhale, arms on the mat, step back or walk back or jump back into plank. Take a deep inhale. Exhale into chaturanga, 4 limbs or 8 limbs, your choice. If you do 8 limbs, knees on the mat, soften the elbows, chin on the mat. Again, this is Chatwari. Slowly lower the hips down. Inhale, punch up, cobra, or up dog. If you were doing Chaturanga, you can go into cobra. Shut, exhale into dog. You can keep the spine in a straight line, legs in a straight line. Take a deep inhale, and then exhale. Slowly lift the right leg up to the sky. Step inside your right hand into lunge, and slowly come up into high lunge. Palms facing each other. Your heel is above the toes. And completely inhale. Exhale. Notice your right thigh is parallel to the ground. Left leg is straight. You can also open up your arms. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And slowly keep the palms on the mat. Step back with the right leg back into plank. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Stay here for a couple of cycles of breath. You can practice ujjayi breathing, inhaling through the throat, exhaling through the throat. Press your heels down. Focus on your core, nabi, or focus on your Ajna chakra, whatever works for you. Slowly lift the left leg up to the sky. Step inside your left hand. And slowly come up into high lunge. Left knee is bent, back leg is straight. Inhale, exhale. Your left thigh is parallel to the ground. Right leg is straight. Heel is above the toes. And also open up your arms. Inhale, exhale. Notice you have a slight back bend, lifting your heart, opening up your throat. And fingertips back on the mat. Step back with the left foot. Spine and legs in a straight line. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Deep cycles of breath. Step forward, fold forward.
Ardha Uttanasana, Sapta Ashta Uttanasana, Nava.
All the way up, reach up. Urdhva Hastasana, deepen the back bend, open your throat, and palms to the heart center. Samasiddhi, close your eyes. You can, every time you come back to Samasiddhi, mountain pose, you can bring your arms down. You can even close your eyes. See what you can focus on today. When you try to focus, you will observe how many distractions you go through. It's the journey that matters. It's the tiny little step that matters. With a proper intention. Bring your palms to the heart center. Inhale. Reach up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale.
Uttanasana, chest on your thighs, forehead to the knees. Ardha Uttanasana, inhale. Exhale, palms on the mat. Step back and walk back into plank. Exhale into Chaturanga. Inhale into up dog.
Knees off the ground. Relax your shoulder muscles.
Exhale. Back to the down dog. Full cycle of breath here. Lift your tailbone. And slowly lift the right leg up to the sky. Step inside your right leg, right hand. Now keep the left knee on the mat. Low lunge.
Come into Anjaneyasana. Deep, surrendering, yielding. This is where one of the poses where you can practice that Ishvara Pranidhana, the devotion to the God, in this beautiful, humble, surrendering, yielding pose. Fingertips back on the mat.
Now step back with right foot. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a 1 or 2 cycles of breath. Deep inhalations, deep exhalations. Prepare to do the low lunge on the left side. Lift the left leg up to the sky. Step inside your left hand. Right knee on the mat. Low lunge.
Anjaneyasana. Open your heart. Surrendering, yielding, focusing on the Ishvara Pranidhana. Remember, Ishvara means the being untouched by the ignorance, being untouched by the time, formless, timeless, limitless energy. Fingertips back on the mat.
And step forward. Fold forward. Chest on your thighs. Uttanasana. And inhale,
Urdhva Hastasana, all the way up. Reach up. Palms to the heart center. Samasiddhi. Close your eyes. Hope you're all doing well. You can always close your eyes in Samasiddhi. Observe the equanimous state of mind. Try to achieve that state of mind where you feel no difference between the pain and the pleasure. Not much difference from happiness, sadness. And you feel the equilibrium in all extremes. Arms back to the heart center. This time you will do some variation of some salutation B. Sit in a chair pose. Shift the weight to the heels, lift your toes. Knees are right above the toes, weight is on your heels. Inhale, exhale.
inhale. Then step back, walk back and jump back into plank. Exhale into Chaturanga. Inhale into up dog. Exhale into down dog. Stay here for a couple of cycles of breath. Inhalations, deep inhalations, deep exhalations. Allow you lifting your tailbone high, spine in one perfect straight line, legs in one perfect straight line. And prepare to do warrior one on the right leg up to the sky. Step inside your right hand.
Back foot turn to pigeon toe. Heel is on the mat. Come into warrior one. Your hips are square, shoulders are square. Deep inhalations, exhalations. Inhalation, exhalations. And fingertips back on the mat. Step back to the right foot, back to front, inhale, up dog. Stay here for 1 or 2 cycles of breath. Full cycles of breath. Remember, the other way to achieve concentration is through the pranayama, the integrated breath. It's so important. It's like the key of unlocking your potential. Focus on the breath. Focus on the ujjayi breathing. Focus on dharana, dhyana, ishvara pranidhana. Deep inhalations, deep exhalations. Left leg up to the sky. Free leg down dog. Step inside your left hand. And warrior one on the left. Keep the right heel on the ground. Toes turn to pigeon toes. Prepare to come on to warrior one on the left. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Make sure you're stable in these warrior postures. And fingertips back on the mat. Step back to the left leg. Back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Full cycle of breath. You can slowly step forward and walk forward and jump forward into Ardha Uttanasana and Uttanasana. And back to the chair pose. Palms to the heart center. Okay, so we'll do one more consolidation B and then move on to the rest of the asanas practice. Just make sure you can come into that equanimous state of mind. The breath is steady, the mind is calm, reflective, focused, centered. Palms to the heart center. One last time, consolidation B. Inhale into chair pose. Exhale, Uttanasana. Chest on your thighs, engage your sacrum. Halfway Ardha Uttanasana, inhale. And back to the plank. Arms on the mat, step back, walk back. Inhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Stay here for a couple of cycles of breath. We're going to start from the left side, left leg up to the sky. Step inside your left hand. Prepare to come into warrior one on the left side. Keep the right heel on the mat, toes turn to pigeon toes. Warrior one. Deep inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Front thighs parallel to the ground. Right now we can do humble warrior. Interlock your hands behind. Interlace your hands. Make sure you extend your elbows first. Shoulder blades together. Work on extending the elbows first. And arching your spine, opening up your heart as you extend your elbows, as you bring your shoulder blades together. Now, whenever you're ready, reach forward, fold forward, as if you're going to bite the left leg big toe with your mouth. Open up your left hip, humble warrior. Shoot your arms to the ceiling as you bring the forehead towards the left leg big toe. Open up your left hip, left thigh, as much as you can. And then slowly come back up to warrior one. And finish up. Back to the vinyasa. Step back to the left leg. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Stay here for a couple of cycles of breath. So whenever you're ready, we're going to do the right side. Right leg up to the sky. 3 leg down dog. Step inside your right hand. Prepare to do warrior one on the right side. Keep the left heel on the mat, toes turn to pigeon toes. Front thigh is parallel to the ground. Continue to breathe in and breathe out. Slow, deep inhalations, slow, deep exhalations. So when you integrate the breath, posture, asana, the mind, everything together, it becomes integrated practice. Extend your elbows, interlock your hands behind your back, bring your shoulder blades, and then arch your spine like you do, opening up your heart. Take a deep inhale. On your exhale, see if you can reach forward, fold forward, trying to touch the big toe with your mouth. Right shoulder inside your right hip, right knee. Keep that openness in your right hip as you do humble warrior. Shoot your arms to the ceiling. Inhale, back up to warrior one. Front knee is bent, back leg is straight. This is where you practice the devotional Ishvara Pranidhana. The way to express Ishvara is the Om. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Full cycle of breath. See how resting the down dogs are. Full cycles of breath. Keep the heels on the mat. Lift your tailbone high. Body weight is equally distributed between your feet and on your hands. Notice your breath. If your breath is too fast, like I have a very fast rhythm, slow down your heartbeat. Practice ujjayi breathing. Observe the mind. As we go through this rajasic nature from tamasic, the inertia, the inactivity, action to the purity, or pure, undisturbed mind, state of mind, the sattvic nature. So whenever you're ready, step forward, fold forward, back to Uttanasana, and back to inhale, back to the chair pose, palms to the heart. Samasiddhi, close your eyes. Beautiful. Hope you're all doing well. So that's the end of consolidation, A's and B's and variations. So we'll do some standing asanas. And then let's see how far we can go. You can separate your feet. Place your hands on your hips. Feel free to keep a block close to you. So it will be handy and helpful. And slowly place your hands on the hips. Ready to fold your upper body into the deep forward bend. Keep the head between your feet. Try not to round your spine as you bring the head between your feet. If the head doesn't touch the ground, don't worry too much. And keep working. If you have a block, you can keep the head on the block with no rounding in your spine. If necessary, reach for the edges of the feet or ball, big foot, big toes with your fingertips. Keep the legs wide apart. Keep the spine straight as you bend the head towards the ground. Block. Try not to round your spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Here, the gravity is helping you to fold forward into the deepest forward bend. Jaw breathing. Continue to inhale. Continue to exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So whenever you can bring your hands back to the hips and slowly lift the upper body up. Slowly lift the upper body up. Then when you come back to the center, you can do a counter pose. Push your hips forward and deepen the back bend. Open up your throat. Okay, we can do the same thing second time, but this time we're going to interlock our hands behind, press our palms, extend the elbows behind our back. So this is important, right? Keeping the elbows straight is important. Even if that means you need to separate your palms slightly, like this, rather than, ideally you want to keep the palms pressing, elbows extended, but it gets very challenging. When you want to keep pressing the palms together and extend the elbows at the same time, it gets really challenging. So it's okay to slightly separate your palms, but keep the elbows straight behind your back. So what, advanced students can keep pressing your palms into each other. As we extend the elbows behind, as we bring your shoulder blades together, work on extending the elbows first, even if that means separating your palms slightly. So once you can extend the elbows, take a deep inhale. On your exhale, slowly fold forward, head between your feet. As you shoot your arms towards the ceiling, forehead comes, or head, crown of the head comes towards the block. As you extend your elbows, as you keep the shoulder blades together, and stay here. Full cycle of breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Slowly come back up. Slowly fingertips back on the mat. Or you can reach up to the ceiling. So this time, now that your feet are separated wide apart anyway, turn the right toes out. So just bend the front knee, becomes going into warrior two. Right knee is bent, right thigh is parallel to the ground. Look towards the middle finger of your right hand. Notice your legs are in one straight line, like on one railroad track. Shoulders are level, shoulders are even, arms are horizontal to the ground. Look towards your middle finger, like you're surfing on the ocean. Inhale, exhale. Look into the infinite cosmic nature. As a yogi, remember you can focus on atomic nature, microcosm, or microcosm, the infinite nature of the universe. Turn your right palm up, come into reverse warrior. Still keep the right knee bent as you look your beautiful face in the right palm. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Back to warrior two. This time we're going to slide the left leg halfway like this, and then use a block, and then switch the weight completely to the right leg. Lift the left leg up into half moon pose. Spine and the left leg in a straight line. No weight on the hand on the block. Support. Balance on one leg only. Spine and the left leg. Engage your left leg. Kick with the heel of the left foot. Continue to inhale. Continue to exhale. Half moon pose. You can drag your left arm behind if you like. As you maintain the balance, you can also do reverse half moon. Bring the left hand towards the block. Still maintain the balance. Still maintain the spine and the left leg in a straight line. As you wrap your right arm behind you. Reverse half moon. Maintain the balance as much as you can. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Now bring both palms to the horizontal, to the ground, to the heart center. Prepare to do reverse warrior, like flying warrior. Maintain the balance on the right leg. Flying warrior. And when you think you're ready, palms back to the heart center and do warrior three. This is the challenging pose. Warrior threes are always challenging. If you lose balance, you can always keep the hand on the block, back to half moon pose. Lower the left leg down, slide back into warrior two. And when you think you're ready, slowly turn the right toes in. Your hands come back to the center. Take a moment, deepen the back bend. Open your heart, open your throat. And back to the neutral. We're going to do the same thing with the left leg. Left toes out. This time. Now bend the left knee. Prepare to go into warrior two on the left side. Make sure your legs are on the same railroad track. Shoulders are aligned. Look towards your middle finger. Weight is equally distributed on both feet. Full cycles of breath. You should be so relaxed. You should be able to stay in this pose all night. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Turn your left palm up and reverse warrior. Look at the beautiful face in the mirror in your left palm. Keep the left thigh parallel to the ground. Keep the left knee bent, back leg straight. And then back to warrior two. So when you think you're ready, slide the back right leg halfway. Now we're going to do half moon on the other side. Slide the back legs halfway. Completely shift the weight to the left foot. Kick the right leg up. Spine. If you lose balance, focus. 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 Keep the spine and the right leg is in a straight line. You lose balance because you're not focused, not because you don't have strength. Keep the spine and the right leg is in a straight line. There's no weight on the hand on the block. Ardha Chandrasana. Full cycles of breath. You can also wrap your right arm behind. Keep engaging the right leg, extending the right leg. But there's only weight is, entire weight is on the left leg only. No weight on the hand on the block. Keep the spine and the leg in horizontal to the ground. When you think you're ready, you can do reverse half moon. Still maintain the spine and the right leg in a straight line. Reach for the hand on the right hand on the block. You can lift the left arm, or you can wrap your left arm behind. Notice when you come back to reverse half moon, your hips are square. Spine and the right leg is in a straight line. When you think you're ready, palms to the heart center. Maintain the balance on the standing foot. Open up your arms like flying warrior. Smile if you lose balance and come back. Or you can go into warrior three. Maintain the balance, spine and the right leg in a straight line, and back to half moon pose. And then slide the right leg down all the way back to warrior two. How easy warrior two is now, right? Look towards the middle finger of your left palm. You can straighten the leg, or you can bring the toes in. Those are a few standing asanas. We'll do a couple of standing still poses, maybe. You can come to the front of the mat, or you can turn to the sideways, but you can just keep looking to the front, your choice. Shift the weight to the left foot, fold your right knee. Weight is on one leg only. Hold on to the ankle from inside. To begin with, left arm up. Hips are square at the moment. Take a deep inhale. On your exhale, kick the right leg up towards the ceiling. Right leg knee. Lean just enough for the counterbalance. The focus is not leaning forward. The focus is keeping the leg high towards the ceiling. Weight is on one leg only. Nagarajasana. The dancer's pose. Feel the equilibrium between the push and the pull. Feel the harmony and the balance between all sorts of disturbances. And then release. Again. Now, entire weight is on the left leg. Shake your left leg. Deepen the back bend. Just counter pose. And prepare to do prepare to do Natarajasana on the right leg now. Take a breath, take a moment, close your eyes. So when you think you're ready, shift the weight to the right foot, fold your left knee, hold on to the inside, right arm. Look into the infinite distance. Prepare to go into Natarajasana on the right leg, on the balance of the right foot. Take a deep inhale. On your inhale, kick the left leg up to the ceiling. Lean forward just enough for the counterbalance. Keep the left knee extended, left leg extended. Inhale. Exhale. Notice your right leg is solid like a tree trunk. You should feel the roots of the tree. You should also feel the trunk of the tree, kneecap locked. Your left leg is keep on extending, left knee, reaching towards the ceiling as you balance on the right foot. Continue to breathe in, continue to breathe out, and release. Take a pause, Take a moment. Express the deep gratitude in those brief momentary pause. Open your heart, open your throat. Release. We'll do one or two more standing asanas, standing still poses before we go down and do some resting, relaxing poses, some inversions, some back bends on the mat. Hope you're all doing well. Just take a pause. Appreciate the pauses between. So a lot of times people get carried away. Asana is the end goal. Asana is not the end goal. Asana is like a vehicle to get to the end goal. When you sit in a car and drive, your car is not the goal, right? Where you want to get to is the goal. So a lot of people forget that asanas is everything. Asanas is like a vehicle, just a vehicle. But having said that, just reaching the destination is also not the goal. It's the journey that is the goal. To me, that is the beauty of the practicing yoga. It's not, oh, how soon are we going to get to the destination? That's not when we are going to get to the destination. Yes, it is true, someday, sometime, maybe this lifetime or in the next lifetime, we would achieve that, the nirvana, that samadhi state. But until then, just enjoy the journey. It's the journey that matters. So just don't stay focused on the goal. Focus on the steps, the process, the discipline. Okay, let's do one last couple more standing still poses. So this time, we're going to do the three, simple one. Shift the weight to the left foot, fold your right leg. Actually, why settle with the three? We'll do a couple more after that. So slowly lift the right leg up, keep the weight on the left foot. It does not mean the tree is easy, okay? Tree is also fun asana. Keep the right foot above the knee or below the knee. Do not keep it on the knee. The right knee pointing to the right. Keep right leg pressing into the inner thigh of the left leg. Palms into Anjali Mudra. For some of us, these clothes are not good because it's slippery. The leg does not stay there. It just keeps slipping down. So maybe it is safer to keep it below the knee. So there's no need to keep the weight on the knee. So as you balance on the left foot, slowly raise your both arms up into the tree. Open up your arms like branches of the tree. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Full cycle of breath. Enjoy. This pose gets very challenging if you close your eyes. It's very hard to balance when you close your eyes on one leg. So now that you mastered this pose, again, by the way, when I said simply mastered, self-mastery is the highest, very difficult self-mastery. So slowly lift the right leg up to the sky. At least not the sky, at least up, thigh parallel to the ground. So wrap your right leg over the left thigh. No space between these thighs, like you can dance like me, or you can just stay balanced on the left foot. You can even double wrap your left leg and going into the eagle pose. Keep the right leg tightly wrapped over the left, and keep the right elbow tightly wrapped below the left elbow. Buried option. If you do balance like dancing like me, stabilize the pose. Once you are stable, if you lose balance completely, try one more time. Shift the weight to the left foot. Wrap your right leg over the left. Steady your mind, and then do the Gardasana. Eagle pose. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Unwrap your arms, unwrap your legs, back to the chair. Slowly stand up. Shake your legs. It's not an easy pose. Shake your legs. Take a pause here. Again, do the tree on the other side. Shift the weight to the right foot. Fold your left knee. Keep it above the knee or below the knee, like I said. Maybe it's safer to keep it below the knee pointing to the sideways. Balance. on the root of the tree, balance on the trunk of the tree, and other branches. Deep inhalations, deep exhalations. As you reach your arms up, as the tree reaches towards the light, open up your arms like branches. Focus on the roots of the tree. Continue to inhale, continue to exhale. So when you think you're ready, solid tree trunk, lift the left knee up, parallel thigh parallel to the ground, and then wrap your left leg over the right. If you can double wrap, it's great. Sit down, squat down on that right leg, bend the right knee, and then do Garudasana, left elbow below the right. If you can double wrap your legs, go ahead. Keep the elbows parallel, shoulders relaxed, and exhale, unwrap your arms. Back to the chair pose. Close your eyes. So there's no judgment, no, I'm not able to watch you. And so don't self-critique yourself. Just to enjoy the process, enjoy the journey. Deep inhalations, deep exhalations. Okay, one last standing asana, and then we move on to the rest of the class asanas. If anyone of you had any knee injuries, you got to watch out this pose. So see, but you find out, like I said, you find out your solid strengths and weaknesses when you try something difficult, something you have not done it before. Maybe you have not done it recently. You just understand the process, understand weakness, what is strength. We're only as strong as our weakest link, right? It's time to parts as well. Otherwise, you will break. Sometimes you will not paying attention to these blind spots. So it's good to pay attention to these blind spots and pay attention to the weaknesses. No matter how strong you are in some things, if you don't pay attention to these weakest things, then you're only as strong as that weakest link. So shift the weight to the right foot. Fold the left knee. Keep the left leg on top of the right thigh. And this is just one variation, not the most difficult one. For some of you, it's probably like walk in the park, palms into Anjali Mudra, sit down, squat down, take a moment, take a pause. Don't jump into the pose all of a sudden. Take all the time you need to until you can touch the ground with your fingertips on the mat. Maybe you need a block here. Take a block here until you can touch the ground. Once you can touch the ground, you can comfortably shift the weight to the toes, lift the heel, balancing on the right toes. And then you can adjust this left foot. Find the equilibrium stable. If you have any knee pain, this is the time to back off. If you think you're stable, you can bring your supporting your body weight. Yeah, it's very hard sometimes. Maybe one hand is good. Those who can, you can actually bring palms into Anjali Mudra in this pose. Those who can. So maybe today I can only do half praying pose. Someday I can do full praying pose. Slowly get back up. Same way you went into the pose. Same way. The goal is to bring the palms into Anjali Mudra as you balance on the toes of the leg. Slowly come back up. Release. Shake your legs. Maybe, who knows, maybe the other side is easy for you. Who knows? Right? Try second other side too. Shift the weight to the left foot. Bring the right leg up. Keep the right leg. If you balance on the left leg, if you keep the right leg on top of the left thigh, right hand goes to the half praying pose, left hand goes to the praying pose. And this is the pose we want to get to when you squat down, balance on the toes. So slowly reach for the ground, bend your left knee, take a moment, take a pause, no rush, until you can touch the ground with your hands. And then, as soon as you can touch the ground, you can lift the heel, balance on the left toes, Maybe one side is even more harder, not easier. So balance, if you can. If you can bring the left arm to the heart center, this is it. Maybe I cannot do both hands tonight. That's okay. Just slowly stay there. If you can do full palms into Anjali Mudra, you can try that. And then slowly stand up. No rush. Take a moment. Take a pause. Enjoy. If you have any knee pain, if this is not the pose for you, slowly stand up and slowly release. Okay. It's not easy for me. Just for fun. Okay. Slowly. Rest. Take a child's pose. So from the child's pose, come into forearms, both forearms on the mat. Now you can lift your legs up into a forearm plank, all the way up. Full cycle of breath. And then if you can also come into full down dog, lift the left leg up to the sky, 3 leg down dog. Now lower the left leg, bend the left knee, slowly pivot on the standing leg, right leg, pivot on the toes of the right foot, and then allow the left foot touch the ground. Keep the right leg straight as you're going into the wild thing. Keep your hips high, balance on one leg and one arm. No weight on the left leg, touch the ground. And then back to the 3 leg down dog. Lower the leg down. Enjoy the down dog for a brief pause, full cycle of breath. Now we will do the wild thing on the other side. Keep the right leg up to the sky. Open up your right hip, bend the right knee. Look underneath your right armpit. So balance on the left leg, on the left arm only. No weight on the right hand anymore. Pivot on the standing leg, ball of the standing foot. Allow hips facing up. Allow the right foot touch the ground, but no weight shifts to the right foot. Weight is still on one leg, left leg, and the left arm. Keep pushing your hips high. Arch your spine, lift your heart, open up your throat. In the wild thing. No weight on the right leg at all. Slowly keep the right leg up to the sky. Back to the child's pose. Observe your breath. Observe your heartbeat. From the child's pose, come into plank. Spine and the legs in a straight line. Shift the weight to the left palm. Stack your right leg on top of the left. Coming into the Vasisthasana. Spine and both legs in a straight line. Engage your core. Deep inhalations. The deep exhalations. Keep your hips high. Balance as much as you can. If you lose balance, you can keep the right leg behind the left foot or in front of the left foot. The weight is still on one leg only. Back to the plank. Take a child's pose before we do the other side. Steady your breath, steady your mind. Back to the plank. Take a deep inhale. Spine and both legs in a straight line. Shift the weight to the right foot, right arm. You can stack the left leg on top of the right as you lift the left arm up into side plank. If you lose balance, you can keep the left foot in front of the right, but there's no weight on the left foot. Weight is only on the right leg and the right arm. So when you're ready, back to the plank, back to the child's pose. Okay, a couple more back bends. We can do bridge like Dhanurasana. Slowly lie down on the mat, forehead on the mat. You can bend both knees, or you can do one leg at a time. You can reach for the left leg with your left arm, right leg with your right arm, like strings attached on both ends of the bow. If you want to do only one side, you can do one side. You can keep the other arm on the mat, around the floor. You can do half bow or full bow. Take a deep inhale, slowly lift your legs up to the sky, arch your spine. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, completely arching, lifting your heart. Use your gravity to come to balance. Take your legs high, release. Turn your head to one side, rest in Makrasana. Deep inhale, deep exhale. I don't know if I reminded you in that bow pose to a few cycles of breath. Otherwise, you would you would run out of breath. You have to catch up after the pose. Like I'm catching up now. So if you're very relaxed in the pose, you should be able to breathe in and breathe out without getting out of breath. Second time, those who did the half bow on one side, do the half bow on the other side. Others can repeat the bow again one more time. Reach for the heels from outside with your hands like strings attached on both ends of the bow. Take a deep inhale. On your inhale, kick your legs into your arms. Full body arches into like a bow and arches hands. Once you're here, and release. Looks like I probably am having some internet connection issues. Apologies for that. Okay, after that, we lie down on the back and do some couple of inversions. Completely lie down on the back. You could use a block if you like to, or you could use elbows like pillows under the bridge I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. Keep your spine on the mat, heels facing up, knees facing up, heels facing down. Spine is exactly neutral in this pose. Slowly, prepare to go into the half wheel, sometimes called bridge. Slowly keep your block under the hips, or you can support the bridge with elbows underneath the bridge. No weight on the neck and the head. You're lifting your heart higher than the brain, so the blood circulates to the brain using the gravity. Deepen. Once you're here, you can extend the right leg, you can extend the left leg into the full bridge, like a flyover on the highway. Or you can come back to half wheel or bridge, and then you can lift one leg up, pointing the toes up to the ceiling, lower the right leg down, and then lift the other leg up, pointing the toes up to the ceiling. Lower both knees back to the bridge. So those who like to do full between underneath the palms as well as underneath the feet. And then slowly, if you think you have a good grip, push the mat with your palms, lift your heart. Momentarily, you can keep the head between your palms and then push the mat completely full weight. Extend the elbows. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Lower the back to the bridge and resting pose. So with that, you can remove breath and rest in Shivananda pranayama. Keep the spine on neutral on the mat. Knees are still facing up. Notice, close your eyes. Notice your belly is falling down on your exhales. On your inhales, belly is rising up. Hopefully you had stabilized not only your body, maybe your thoughts, maybe your mind. Remember, there's no limit. Concentrate on whether it is a tiny atomic nature or infinite cosmic nature. Either way, you're going to declutter your mind and prepare to remove all the negative tendencies we had gone through this year. Slowly prepare to go into the new year. Slowly rest in this pose, or you can also go into Shavasana right here. You can extend the legs, you can enjoy the Shavasana, heels in, toes out, palms facing up. Still keep your eyes closed. Slowly hug your knees to the chest. Tight, give yourself just like a baby in the mother's womb. Last, you can meditate for a couple of minutes if you wish, and then we conclude the class comfortably. You close your eyes. Keep your palms in a Dhyana Mudra, index finger touching your thumb, and keep both left wrist on the left knee, right wrist on the right knee. Close your eyes. Focus on the Ajna chakra or heart chakra as you breathe in and breathe out. You can keep chanting while you meditate. Om. Or you can chant Sho on your inhale, Hum on your exhale. Or if you have your own guided mantra, you can chant and meditate with that mantra. Swasti Prajabhyaya Paripalayantayan Nyayena Margena Mahi Mahisham Om Dev Brahmanebhyaya Sumastu Nityam Loka Samista Sudhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Palms in Anjali Mudra, close to your heart center. Bow down to yourself. Bow down to each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you all for joining on the last class of the year. And then look for the announcements for the next year, the class schedules for January, as well as we have a beautiful, wonderful yoga conference coming up on Saturday, January 16th. So we have shared that information on the HTGC yoga page, both on the Facebook as well as on the WhatsApp. So keep tuned for that conference, more and more details. From Vivekananda's 128th birth anniversary, who brought yoga and Vedanta to the United States when he was 30 years old. So that means about 28 years ago, he brought yoga and Vedanta to this land, Chicago. Okay, see you all and Happy New Year. Wish you all Happy New Year. See you in the New Year, either in the class or in the conference. I hope you can now join. Continue to stay tuned, continue to be a member of this, supportive of this wonderful yoga community, HTGC yoga community. Namaste. Take care. Happy New Year.